to another episode of SirisTV on Gardens of India. And today I will be showcasing you my garden. This will be the last garden that I will be showcasing for this season until next season. And I will have this in three parts. One is I have pre-recorded some of my vegetable plants, and I'll do floral plants, vegetable plants, and how to take care of plants in the winter. And especially in Dallas, how a few of us whose videos I've already covered have built these small greenhouses, or how they are protecting the plants that are in the garden. So let's come back to my garden. This is Siri's garden is what I say. I'm shooting it a later part of the season, and my garden is all about scented and perfumed plants, and I enjoy thoroughly after a complete days of work to come and walk in my yard, and I love the aromas that come from every flower. So some of us go for bright, vibrant colored flowers, and it's the beauty of the flower that attracts us. But for me, it's the scent. So I try to put all the plants that I grew up with, like from my grandmother's house, or from my home in India, Hyderabad, or from my grandmother's home in Guntur. So growing up, during summer when we went to Guntur, I used to always have this beautiful Rangoon malli. And this is this huge thick plant, and it would cover the patio with lovely white, pink, and dark red flowers. Beautiful aroma. So I grew up with this, and I was on a search to have that in my yard. And that's how in 2012 or 2010, 11 time frame, when I moved to this house, I said I will have a scented, perfumed garden that I grew up with. So I have a bunch of night queens, night queen, that is the Raat Ki Rani plant. I have Rangoon malli, which is a beautiful smelling. Its aroma is intoxicating, and the change of color from white flower to a light pink flower to a dark pink flower is an amazing thing to watch. So and also I have some parijatam. I have what is it called, sampangi flowers. So when I went to Guntur, my uncle, that's my babai, he would always get me this green sampangi, and it is summertime that you get this green, 5-clawed sampangi flower, champaka flower, not champaka, it's called the sampangi. It's like green color, found mostly in Tirupati and all of these areas, actually cold weathers. But in Guntur, in that hot summer days, in the evenings, they would sell them on the streets. And while going to the movies, my uncle would get us these sampangi flowers from, I think I would say, Na Center in Guntur. So I try to put flower plants that I grew up with, that I am familiar with. So every scent brings out a compartment out of your memories, so that you can relive those memories. And my garden is all about my childhood memories and what I grew up with. So I hope you like this show, and I will go in detail about all the plants, how I accumulated these plants, and how what I give them. So basically all I do is water, and most of these fragrant plants are in pots. I have not put them in the soil in the area here, backyard. So if you see, I'm surrounded with all of them. I even have the Ponnayi plant, which is a lily that very famously known as a long lily, where you can braid the the tails of the flower, and the white flower will stay up. So it's interesting how my garden is all about my childhood memories, and I want to get to a point where when I walk around in my garden in the night time, I have all these different types of aromas that intrigue me and also take me back to my childhood memories. I hope you'll enjoy my yard, and there are a bunch of plants, like even hibiscus plants that I have, the red mandaram that I grew with in my home, mom's house, and parijatam also. My mom had a huge tree at the side, and this Ponnayi plant was right in the front of the house in the gate. It's a huge tree, and every morning it's like a bed of flowers on the floor. So it's interesting how some of the plants, I'm still searching for some of the plants, and I hope you all enjoy this. Like our videos, comment, watch all the 3 parts of this episode. Why? Because you will definitely enjoy it, and I will take you on my journey of these scented, perfumed, floral plants. Thank you so much for watching us. Like us, comment us, and I hope you get inspired and build your garden that you can connect to and relax and enjoy. Here I have a hardy hibiscus. This gives me flowers at least 100 of for every Friday puja. So for my Devi puja, I get around 100 of them, and I don't really have to buy flowers for my puja. And I have here a lavender hibiscus and a small nicha malli also over here in the same yard, in the same pool. So this is my hibiscus, hardy hibiscus area, which has 4 different types of hardy hibiscus. This is the only one that flowers till December, I would say, till the frost comes for us. So it's a beautiful flower. It looks like a small pepper flower, and there are 2 varieties in this. I have a light pink and a red in this one. Here itself I have in a pot Avadumbaram. Temple got this from Houston for me. This is like Lord Dattatreya in the house itself, so it's his favorite plant, and there's a lot of story behind Avadumbaram plant, and I see new growth on this. So it's interesting how folks in Houston have propagated this and sent it to us it adds a little fundraising to the temple. My mint is almost dead because there's a lot of water in the pot, so I couldn't save it, but I'm trying to save it now. I have here turmeric and taro root over here. Basically, I've just potted whatever I found in the thing. I'm waiting to see if there's a flower for the turmeric plant, and I think this whole pot is filled with turmeric over here. I have here Tummi flowers, which I got it from Hanuman temple, and I use this for Ganesha puja. And every Monday or any of the Sankashra, daily I get a bunch of flowers, and it has a lot of medicinal effect also. So these plant can be used for making dal. And this is my plumeria. It's a pink one, the white one. I will put some flowers later. And this is the Kasi Ratnam flower, and this is also a new one that has come recently. And here I have a pink hibiscus, baby pink, light pink. This one has around 5 varieties of hibiscus in this one pot. So I call this my hibiscus patch. I have here lemongrass, which I use for my tea, and which is pretty famous now from the movie Thappad. Everybody's having lemongrass tea. It's interesting. And this is a very interesting plant that I have. It is a hardy plant, and it is a cactus type, I would say. Why? Because I barely water this plant. I have here a lemon plant that is yet to bloom, but it is just a couple of years now, so it's around 5 to 10 feet, and I am waiting for it to bloom. And I have here my henna plant. I've had it for a couple of years now, and it is in blooms, and I use it during Ashada Masam for my mehendi and all of that. I also have here in the same pot some turmeric. I'm just reusing. This is my orange yellow hibiscus, and I have a small gardenia plant over there. And this is my moringa, the plant which is a drumsticks plant, which is big, and I've had this for a couple of years. My friend Maithili gave me this plant, and like a few years ago, small sapling, and it bears fruit for me almost like every year. For at least 10-15 moringas come, and the leaves I use it. I'm yet to harvest the leaves. And this is my Kanakambram plant. I've had it for almost 8 to 9 years. It's always in my pot, and I enjoy my Kanakambram flowers very much. I have propagated one of the moringa branches, and I see that there's a plant coming up. It's interesting how they all grow. I have here a bay leaf plant. I use this. The smell of the bay leaves is amazing, and if you smell this, it's like wow, beautiful. and I use this for my biryanis and any of these masala vegetables that I use. This is a new plant that I got in my yard, so I'm excited with this plant. This one is Radha Manohar, the Rangoon creeper plant. I have one in ground and one in the pot. I'm just experimenting. The ground one comes every year, but the one that is in the pot always blooms early. And this is my Sampangi plant. I hope I get some blooms someday soon. This is a new addition to my yard. I have lost several of them, but this one is a new one. And I have here Gundumalli. The neem plant is here, which is a huge one again. I have some beetle leaf plants. My friend Maitli shared this with me. I have Nandivardhanam over here, and I have the Madhakali, the one that which has tomato-like vegetable fruit, but it is a very healthy black color fruit, which is very good for mouth ulcers and everything. And I have guava plant here. I use these leaves for any gum problems I have or anything like that. My white flower patch, I have here Ganeru, which is a white Ganeru that I have. And I put a taro root plant also over here because I love the leaves and I make patra out of it. And I have a white hardy hibiscus over here. And also I have this centumalli. I don't know if you know centumalli. Centumalli is a flower which comes in groups of white flowers. I'm waiting. It starts from October to November. And centumalli has a lot of ants on it. If you notice, the plant struggles a lot to strive and get through. And this is my chamanti. This is a white chamanti I have. I've had this for so many years. It will start blooming right in October and November time. And I'm telling you, this whole plant is white. I'm going to take a picture and do a video also back right then. I have one small usuri plant over here. This is a different kind of usuri, not the one that we have. That is the amala. And I have a bunch of this is the almond flower plant. 6-7 varieties of roses, but they are all scented roses, but this is the one that blooms the most. And it's enough for a Friday puja. You get enough flowers. It's not that healthy, but it looks good. And I have a bunch of aloe vera, which I just recently started repotting in different parts. I use this in the winter in my rooms so that it provides me the oxygen quite a bit. This is my green Sampangi plant that I got recently, and I see it growing beautifully, so I just can't wait to get the flowers on this plant. And I grew up with this flower, so I'm very much attached to the green Sampangi flower. My uncle would give it to me every day in Guntur when we would go for summer holidays. So it is a very favorite plant of mine, and I hope I get blessed with a bunch of flowers. This is a Parijatam plant. I've had it for more than 5-6 years now, and it's a good, nice enough plant. I use the leaves for tea, and it helps your joint pains and all of that. So it has a lot of medicinal power. And I also use the flowers bloom in October, November time. I get a nice blooming flower. I have here a papaya plant. I just use these leaves for medicinal purposes. And also have a very rare, nice Ponnayi plant. It is called long lily, and it is found in I have it in my front yard in my mom's house in Hyderabad, and this blooms whole year. I haven't had blooms yet, so I'm hoping I'll get blooms at least next year or the year end. But there are these nice lily. It's called Ponnayi plant. And like I said, I have Rangoon Malli on the ground over here. This is a single layer one, and I did not let it grow up, but I did get a lot of good blooms over here. I have a bougainvillea plant. It's a light green bougainvillea plant up here. I have here my jasmine patch. It's a bunch of jasmine flowers, and I have one small Brahma Kamalam here, which is yet to bloom, hoping it will bloom soon. And it has Virajaji, Sannajaji plants in the same area.
The night queen really blooms in the night. The beautiful smell, aroma of this flower is simply intoxicating. I want her to take a
I have a turmeric flower that I'm going to put to Mother Goddess today. It has the aroma, like when I'm plucking it, I'm getting the aroma of turmeric. And I thought of putting it to Meenakshi Devi today. Lot of Parijatam flowers. This is the 4th or 5th bloom after the plant is come inside the greenhouse. All of the Champaka flowers are bloomed fully. Chrysanthemums. This whole patch. I hope you like our videos, comment on them, and thank you so much for watching us. I hope you get inspired by these videos and build your own gardens. Thank you so much for watching us. Until the next season into gardening, I wish you all good luck, and I hope you all get your raised beds going and your trellis going from our videos, and I hope you get inspired and build your own garden, grow your own food, and enjoy the beautiful flowers, aromatic flowers. And